Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Tampa Bay Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Migy1205, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Migy1205 used to be at one time one of the premier power pitchers in the game of baseball. Big arm with good sinking action. 94 to 96 miles an hour. His slider inconsistent at times. If he's throwing it for strikes, it's a swing and miss pitch. The thing with Migy1205, he needs to throw strikes early to give himself a chance to use that big sweeping breaking ball.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction. The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. Do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Into the box now, Daniel Robertson, as he lines it out to center. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 4 home runs and 30 RBIs. But this is speared by the first baseman. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign, but they can score in a variety of different ways.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Tyler Glasnow will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, Tyler Glasnow, good young-looking pitcher. 94 to 95 miles an hour with a fastball, hard breaking ball slider, and a straight changeup. If he's on early, you'll know he'll be getting a lot of swings and misses on that hard slider. If he brings his A game, he could be really tough to beat.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He's already snatched 20 bags this year. When you think about it, there are not a lot of guys stealing 20 bases anymore, so that's already a big year in terms of stealing bases, and he's not even done yet.
And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. So one away here with bases empty, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1. Goodness. 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League. From the stretch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the
0-1 delivery. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Wow, that's a big time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now a check swing, but he holds up too late, and it's full now at 3-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, number 17 is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Chacin looks in. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at outfielder Aaron Hicks. Hey, some guys figure it out at 21. Some guys figure it out at 30. Some guys never figure it out. Aaron Hicks is one of those guys who's come into his own. He's dynamic on both sides of the plate from an offensive standpoint and has an absolute cannon in the outfield to go along with great range.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Acuna will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. In now, number 11. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Swing and a liner, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, number 1. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. Weakly hit towards first. Bird gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run for the Rays. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. Set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up. And there's 1 away. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Bounce it to the left side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Striding in, Aaron Hicks. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away. Stepping up now, Miguel Andujar. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield. And the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Coming to the plate now, Gleyber Torres. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bird on second. Hicks at first. 2 out in the inning. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards. Up next for the Rays, Malik Smith. As we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. In now, Daniel Robertson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Popped him up. In comes Judge, but it's down as that drops in for a 2-out single. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least one more batter.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Look at him jump all over that first pitch, using aggression to get himself a knock through the right side.
Into the box now, number 17. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Duffy at second. Bowers on at first with 2 down. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Number 13 sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pop commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Got him to go down swinging there. Aaron Judge becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Back. Pack pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Throw in time and the side is retired. 1-2. Striding forward now is the DH. Number 35 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, and it's 0-1. 1-1. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Digging in for his second at bat, number 1. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out. At the plate, number 19. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hicks is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Rays strand just the one. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1.
Leading off the 4th inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Behind 0-2 now.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
And he misses there, 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
So a full count now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Stepping in, Greg Bird. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. And this one's in the dirt. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. The 2-2. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Payoff pitch home. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the runner is in from second. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This thing was a double or more of a second. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He'll check in here with an average of .325, 16 homers, and 32 driven in. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Hicks is retired, and there's 1 away. At the plate, Miguel Andujar. He popped out in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
3 1/3 innings, 61 pitches. I'm not sure he's going to be around for much longer.
The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Smith. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
25.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base pad. Scoring more here would be huge.
Lifted in the air to center. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Malik Smith the next to hit.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place in the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
So digging in now, Daniel Robertson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit to third, to second for 1, on to first, a double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Duffy. He singled his last time up. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
1 run, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Popped him up. Bird has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready once again, number 13. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Fielder, number 13.
First offering on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Acuna is retired, and there's 1 away.
Number 99.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Behind 0-2 now. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jake Bauers. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2. That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box, number 17. 0-1 the count. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And there's 1 down now. Stepping in, number 35. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And he lays off there, 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now another 2-2. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The batter, number 11.
Now in the box, number 11. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set, and the pitch. Lays off 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. Score holds. It's 3-1. Ryan Stanek enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton, set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo blast off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, number 296 in his career, as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Gary Sanchez. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Four runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now 4-1 New York. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Now at the plate, number 1. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hard ground ball to third. Andujar's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, number 19.
Into the box now, number 19. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Malik Smith the next to hit. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. This year against right-handed pitching, Smith brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Altuve for 1. On the first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Rays held in check here, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Anthony Banda gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's Miguel Andujar now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Leading off for the Yankees, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. That's inside. 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Missed with a breaking ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Miguelito.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hola, hola.
As he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Tiene que narra el juego, Pepe.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Pero tú no querías poner eso, pues.
Sí,
Ah,
pero
bueno,
yo
narra.
no narra.
Ah, pues como tú te pones a joder.
Línea para
Into right field, that's a base hit.
jardín derecho.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Well, you can see why these fans are so excited about this rookie.
Yeah, Matt, just a nice piece of hitting by this youngster. Not only does it look like he's going to be a solid contributor, it looks like he may be an impact player at the big league level for years to come if he can continue to learn and develop. He looks good to me.
Cuarta mala.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free
Le dieron
pass to
cuarta
first,
mala
so the bases are
internacional
loaded
a
here on the
Aaron
intentional walk, and the force ball is now in order.
Viene José Altuve.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to
Strike
fall
uno.
behind.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a
Bola
hurry.
1.
Tries to shave the corner with that
Bola
pitch, but it's 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. He goes
Uy,
the other
batazo.
way as this is hit in the air
Batazo.
toward the
Fly
gap in
para
right
el
center.
jardín derecho.
Catch is made deep in the alley.
Uy,
And here
uy.
comes the
Un poquito
runner
más
from
atrás.
third.
Ajá.
And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a
A
5-1
segundo
ball
se
game.
mueve yo. A tercera ronda la cuña
Every
y
pitcher likes to
anotó.
have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight,
Y
and
anotó
he gets another insurance
Miguel
run on top of it.
Andújar.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
Viene a batear Giancarlo Stanton. Y le dieron las 4 malas intencional.
They're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Digging in, Gary Sanchez.
Viene Gary
0 for 2
Sánchez.
on his line thus far.
Oh.
First offering on its way.
Bola.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And he misses with that
3
one
y 2,
down and in.
2
It's a full count now,
3 en base. Van a salir los corredores.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Uy, fly para el jardín central. Y no puede anotar ninguno. Final de la séptima. 5-1 ganando los Yankees.
Now batting, Daniel Robertson. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ground ball,
Otro foul de
left
Daniel
side.
Robertson.
Pitch on the way.
Uy, línea de Daniel Robertson por todo el jardín derecho.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, hero, but from a hitter's perspective, pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Bien, aquí Armandofi se prepara el pitcher, el lanzamiento, foul para atrás.
I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there. All right, all you're asking
Uy, roletazo para tercera, a primera. ¡Oh!
On base, you have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jake Bowers. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Viene a pichar, Chao Ayolis.
Skipper on his way to the mound.
Se lo da ganado.
And that's going to be all now for Yuli Chassin.
Chao Ayoli Chassin.
So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 early.
Viene a pichar Sabrito. Se despide con buena actitud. Viene a batear, viene a pichar Sabrito.
They'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Ready, here's the first offering. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. 2-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3-0 to him now.
Bola 3. Ajá, está y 1.
And it's 3-1 now. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen.
Cuarta mala para
First man he faces.
Bowers.
Ready for another shot now. Number 17. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. 1-0 the count.
Así. Uy, fly al infield, infield fly y hay 2 outs ahora.
Ready for another chance, number 35. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning
Foul,
is so important for them
uno.
to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Se completa la otra.
For the force, and that'll be that. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Yankees lead it 5-1. Vidal Nuno is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Coming to the plate now, Greg Bird. He went down on strikes last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ay, perdón,
And
perdón.
this one runs up high, ball one.
Viene a batear Greg Bird, que lleva 0-0. Perdón, de 3-2.
Swing line
Miércoles.
drive. That's going to be trouble. Through first and
De
hustling for
4-3
second.
lleva ahora Greg Bird.
And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there.
Viene a batear a los hits a la derecha.
The pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that changeup makes him jump
Ay,
a swing
wow.
and a miss. And that slider's almost in the
Bola
dirt.
one.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And we'll have a pinch runner here as they'll look to get a little speed out at second base following the leadoff double. Perez.
Pero de emergencia por
Second
Greg
with
Bird.
no outs.
Hernán Pérez viene.
Tapped
Uy,
down the line.
machuconcito para el tercera. Para el catcher. De Aaron Hicks. Wow, ball.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he fouls this one off.
3-2. 2 bolas, 2 strikes para Aaron Hicks.
Fouled away.
2 bolas, 2 strikes para
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
bola. Perdón. Sí, strike.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in
Ahora
time.
sí,
Ball 1.
una bola, un strike.
And he lays off for
2 bolas,
ball.
un strike.
2-1. Sliced hard on the ground. Robertson fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down.
Ya, 2 outs. Hombre en circulación de anotar. Viene Gleyber Torres. En tercera está Hernán Pérez. Si mete hit, Gleyber Torres. Entra Hernán Pérez. Y tiene menos posibilidad Tampa Bay de empatar o remontar la partida.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Cuarta mala para Gleyber David Torres. Perdón. De gol para Gleyber David. Viene Ronald Acuña Jr. a consumir turno. Uy, línea de Ronald Acuña. A segunda avanza Gleyber David Torres. A Juan Hernán Pérez. Y en primera se queda Ronald
Not
Acuña
only
Jr.
did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
Uy,
He'll go after the first
foul.
pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. On the season, Judge carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do that.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Great shot there at the Manhattan skyline and the famous Brooklyn Bridge.
En primera base lo pusieron a Hernán Pérez y va a cerrar el señorito. Va a cambiar de base a tercera el Pérez, en primera Andújar. Bien, va a cerrar el Sabrito.
Now a swing and a ball chop foul right at home plate. Right over the middle, knee high.
0 bola, 2 strike. Para Andrew Velázquez, se prepara el pitcher de lanzamiento. Ahora van a tener un poquito de posibilidad de hacer doble play y ya tener 2 Van a sacar. No.
First delivery to him on the way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first.
Sabrito.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Medio afuera. Strike 2. Para el pitcher el lanzamiento. Mira, pasó la bola. Línea por todo el jardín derecho.
There's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cover makes you feel good and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice speed with runners in scoring position.
Se prepara el pitcher, el lanzamiento. Recta baja, parecía medio bola, pero no cantaron strike. Se prepara el pitcher, el lanzamiento.
And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline.
El
If the first
partido.
baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the
Viene
case.
a batear Mike Smith. Se prepara Sabrito en el lanzamiento. Uy, fly para el left field. Bueno, la cuña. El corte es 6-3 el partido. Señoras y señores.
Now a 6-3 contest. Digging in, Daniel Robertson. On the night, he's 2 for 4
Van
with
a
a pair of
poner a
singles.
pichar a Haroldis Chapman.
Aroldis Chapman answers the
Muy
call
mal
from the dugout
rendimiento
as they try to
tuvo
record the final 2
Sabrito.
outs of this one. From the stretch. Takes a
Uy,
fastball on
y
the inside
primera
corner.
recta en este partido de Haroldis Chapman a 99.
The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away.
0 bola, 2 strike. Se prepara el
0-2.
pitch.
Fouled
Uy,
off.
casi lo poncha, le dio a último momento. Daniel Robertson.
The next
Se
0-2.
prepara el pitcher, el lanzamiento.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Foul, se está manteniendo bien. Daniel Robertson.
0-2
Se
once
prepara el
more.
pitcher, el lanzamiento.
Fastball that misses. Runner at first
Bola.
and 1 man out.
Se prepara el pitcher, el lanzamiento.
Pulls this
Uy,
one in the air out
fly
to
al
left.
left field.
Acuña's there
Cómodamente
for it.
ronda la
Makes the
Acuña.
play,
Tiene-
and there are 2 gone now.
Ahí ya hay 2 outs.
Now at the plate, Matt Duffy, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out
Se
here in the
prepara el
ninth,
pitcher, el lanzamiento.
and that's in there for strike
Primer
1.
strike contra Matt Duffy en este partido. Se prepara el pitcher, el lanzamiento.
And this will be a called
Se
strike 2.
sigue el
Trouble now as
99,
they're
no
down to their
baja del
final strike
99
tonight.
de la
Crowd of over
recta.
39,000
Ahora
on
se
their
va a
feet.
preparar el pitcher, el
Ground
lanzamiento.
ball sent back
El
up the middle.
pitcher está, se
Torres
acabó
picks
el
it up.
juego.
Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one
Ganan,
of the keys to having a good record in baseball
Ganan
is to
los
win some
Yankees
games
6
at
carreras
home. So
por
this
3.
was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's comes
Y
to an end, 6-3 the
se acabó el
final. New
partido.
York took the lead in the 4th and held on until the
A ver
end.
quién es el más
Yolis
valioso.
Chacín wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things
Todo el
here this
equipo que
evening.
estaba
From
en
our
la
partners
banca.
Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Giancarlo Antonio Palmas al 10 de 2-1.
Para despedir esta transmisión.
Y bueno, chao, me despido de esta transmisión. Y bueno, chao, nos vemos mañana seguramente. Y adiós.